Welcome to Show Me's Cuisine. Today I'm going to show how to make red velvet cake with vanilla premix and also show how to decorate red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. Let's get started. Now I am going to make red velvet cake. First I am greasing this 6-inch mold with odorless colorless cooking oil. Now I am lining the base of this mold with parchment paper. Now keeping it aside. This is vanilla premix. Here I am taking 1.5 cup of vanilla premix. This is chocolate premix. Adding 1 teaspoon of chocolate premix in it. Now mixing these dry ingredients thoroughly. Adding 2 tablespoons odorless colorless oil in it. Then mixing it with hand wax. Now adding a little water in it. Then mixing it with hand wax. This is red velvet aroma. Now adding half a teaspoon of red velvet aroma. Now mixing it with hand wax. Now adding rest of the water. Beating it with hand wax. Again adding a few drops of red velvet aroma. Beating it with hand wax. Again I am beating it with hand wax, but we need light and fluffy batter. So I am beating it with electric beater at medium to high speed. But it takes much time beating it with hand wax than electric beater. After beating it with electric beater at medium speed, then folding this batter with spatula. Now I am pouring this batter in this already greased mold. Now I am tapping 3 to 4 times for removing the air bubbles. Now I am smoothing the top of this batter with spatula. Now I am preheating this oven at 160 degrees Celsius. This is low rack. After preheating, now I am placing this low rack inside this oven. Again I am tapping this mold for 3 to 4 times. After tapping it, putting this batter inside this oven, placing it on the low rack. Now baking it at 160 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes. After 30 minutes, I have just taken it out from the oven and checking it with this wooden skewer. Please see my skewer comes clean. Now it's very hot, so I am covering it with a strainer like cover and keeping it aside. After cooling it down, I will decorate it. For making cream cheese frosting, here I am taking 1 cup of icing sugar in a sieve, and now I am sieving this icing sugar. Please see, I have just sieved 100 grams or 1 cup of icing sugar. Here I am taking around 150 grams of cream cheese. Then I am beating it with electric beater at medium to high speed. Now I am adding already sieved icing sugar a little at a time. Then beating it with electric beater at medium to high speed. Adding rest of the icing sugar. Then beating it with electric beater at medium to high speed. This is unsalted butter. Taking 100 grams of unsalted butter. Then beating it with electric beater at medium speed. Adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Again beating it with electric beater at medium to high speed. Now my cream cheese frosting is ready. Now I am going to decorate this red velvet cake. First I am demolding this cake. Now I am removing the baking paper. First I am removing the caramelized part of this cake. Now I am cutting the first layer of this cake. Now I am cutting second layer of this cake. I have just cut it into these 3 layers. Now I am grating the top part of this cake. After grating, now I am going to keep these red velvet crumbs in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. Placing the base part in the turntable. Spraying room temperature water for wetting this layer. Putting cream cheese frosting, which I have just made, and spreading it with palette knife. Now I am placing the first layer. Again spraying room temperature water for wetting this layer. Putting cream cheese frosting. Spreading it with palette knife. Now placing final layer. Spraying water for wetting this layer. Putting whipped cream. Spreading it with palette knife. Now I am lifting this cake on the cake board with the help of palette knife. Now I am going to keep it in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. After 1 hour, I have just taken it out from the refrigerator. This is cream cheese frosting. Now I am adding this cream cheese frosting in this beaten whipped cream. Mixing it thoroughly with spatula. Adding a little cream cheese frosting in it. Mixing it with spatula. See the changing of the color of the cream. Now I am doing final icing. This is red velvet crumbs. I have just taken it out from the refrigerator. Now I am sprinkling these red velvet crumbs in the side of this cake. Now I am sprinkling red velvet crumbs on the top of this cake. This is R11 nozzle. I have poured red color into this piping bag. Pouring beaten whipped cream into this piping bag. Now I am decorating with this R11 nozzle. This is the final outcome of today's red velvet cake. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and share. Please subscribe to my channel.